Hey love! Today, I hope you're doing really well today. Hope you're getting some good sleep. And welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to walk through what's in my updated makeup bag. I have been kind of switching around with different makeup looks. And since it is the summertime, it's officially hitting 90 degrees where I am. I definitely need to wear more waterproof, more sweat-proof, especially sweat-proof, so that my makeup can last throughout the day. So just so you're aware, I have combination sensitive skin, and that sometimes makes it a little bit hard to figure out what kind of skincare products, foundation products that I can wear. So I play around with a lot of moisturizing concealers and concealers and BB creams. And I made a video very recently about putting on my press-on nails. If you watched the video, that's awesome. Yeah, these have been holding up pretty well. It's been, I think, about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks now, since they've been on my hands. The only thing that has ever popped off with this one, but since the press-ons come with additional nails, I'm just going to replace this after this video. Okay, without further ado, let me go ahead and go in. This bag, I think I just bought it from Amazon. I will put a link to something similar if I can't find the exact product, but it is a pretty large makeup bag. Bigger, I would say bigger than the size of my hand, to carry all my essentials. And this makeup bag isn't for every day, of course. It's really more for a travel size. I could do a kind of an in-depth video for what's in my regular bag of stuff that I carry, but this is everything that I'll carry whenever I'm traveling. And I apologize if the light comes in and out because it's 5 o'clock where I am, so the sun is kind of setting and coming up and down. Okay, so nothing is in order, but I'm just going to go straight into what I could find in the bag. The first one is the 정세무 Skin Neuter Cushion Light. This is a BB cushion that I use, and this is a Korean product that fits really well with my skin tone, and it's kind of how I achieve my natural, makeup without makeup, or makeup no makeup kind of look, where it's not super cakey on the skin, and it just looks like you are having a really good skin day. So I highly recommend you checking this, this brand out if you're looking for something that's just really natural and nothing too out of the budget as well. I get these from Amazon just because I can find them easier there, and it comes with a little puff. This one's actually a replacement from another one, and it has a little compact mirror right there, and it has a barrier as well that will protect from any bacteria from getting in, and this is where the cushion's going to be. So this is the actual cushion itself. There's, I guess, foundation that's been soaked in. So when I do my makeup, I will typically just use this puff and just dab it in here and wipe off the excess on the side. So don't put too much on. And then just dab, dab, dab all the way around my skin. And with this product, I could probably finish my makeup in, I don't know, maybe 2-3 minutes, versus when I used to have a foundation, I used to get it on the back of my hand, put it, get either a brush or a beauty blender, and then dab it on. It saves a whole lot of time since it's really compact into one. Of course, this is not sponsored. I just want to share something that I've been loving, kind of like my secret that I've been using for a really, really long time, ever since I started using Korean makeup. I also have another one if you guys are interested. Again, I told you, as I said, I love this line. I also have a kind of like a more thicker foundation line. This one is the Skin Layer Nude Cushion. This one's in light, but this one's kind of the heavier version if you think about it. And the shades are slightly lighter, so you have to be a little careful about what shade you're picking up, because I think this is the medium shade. And yeah, it's actually a little bit lighter than this one. But this one, same mechanism. Again, just have the cushion, there's a puff inside, and then you just puff, puff, puff away. Next is my favorite blush that I've been using. It's like my everyday blush because it has 4 colors. Kind of similar to each other, but not exactly the same. It has a peachy, brownie, and a pinky overall tone. Sometimes I just like to swirl my blush all over and just dab it on my skin. It works really well because kind of more in the more of a warmer tone, undertone, and yeah, it's been really working well. I know this brand, The Seek, also has a very popular light pink one. I haven't tried that one yet, but I think next time I go to Korea, I might just swatch it and try. I have a lot of light pink kind of blushes, so I was a little hesitant on getting that one, but we'll have to see if it's worth it next time I go. And then this next one is a eyeshadow palette that I've been using often. This is the Sephora I Love palette in the color, I think it's just called the I Love palette. This is a Sephora palette that I got, I think, for $6 at TJ Maxx. It's been working really well for me, and I just love the colors. If you can see, it kind of has a nice medium brown, 3 nice shimmers, some champagne colors, as well as a dark brown as well. So it has kind of a perfect shade for neutral and warmer tones, and it's just good for every day. And I also use this light brown to use all over my lids, like I did for my makeup today, and I like to also use it as a contour powder as well. Is the everyday caterpillars, I'll say, that I use. I don't use them maybe every day, but whenever I know I'm taking pictures or just going out and meeting people, I like to put a little bit of lashes on just because they really open my eyes a little more. So these are the lashes that I use. I'll link them down in the description down here. But I've tried so many different lashes, and these ones have the thinnest, most comfortable band. And I think the lash length of the middle, longest length, is about 12 or 13 millimeters. So it's just really natural. A lot of times I don't even need to wear mascara because the lashes itself, they're not exactly the same length. They spread out as if they're just really natural. So, highly recommend these. And they come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They come a 7 in a pair. So I like to clean these and reuse these as well. Okay, the next one I have is a powder. I have been using the Laneige Powder Puff. This is similar in the concept of a cushion puff. Comes with a powder puff here, squishy, different texture because it is a powder puff. And it comes with a little mirror on top. And this is so interesting because in here, this is actually a net. So when you poke into it, a little bit of powder actually comes out, which is so cool. But yeah, this has been my go-to powder, super popular in Korea. I think when I was shopping around at Olive Young, which is the Korean makeup skincare store, they said that this was their bestseller for a few months now. And almost every Korean lady had this in their purse. So definitely had to get one since I was there back in the summer. It is a primer. Now you can tell I barely use this because I actually don't use primers all the time. However, when I do go out for long periods of time or I need my makeup to set really well, I will use a kind of a gooey primer like this. It comes in a little pump, so you could just pump it out, show you what it looks like. Okay, and then it's just kind of like a little bit sticky. I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but it's kind of a little sticky. Actually, it's very sticky. I haven't had this in a while. And it is super perfect to make sure that your makeup sticks. And it'll feel a little tacky, and I usually give it about 30 seconds to a minute before I put on the rest of my face makeup. And to show you what concealer I use the Kosas concealer in the color 1.5C. This is my holy grail. I know this has been raved on TikTok and YouTube, and I could see the rave because it has skincare ingredients. But not only that, it's really good for people who have dry skin, and I have dry under eyes. So when I wear this, I don't see any creasing, and it just gives a very medium, light to medium coverage without it looking cakey at the end of the day. Because a lot of times I will like to mix this with the rest of my cushion foundation. So I'll use this and blend it in, and it just blends so seamlessly together. I'll show you the 4 brushes that I carry on pretty much daily. So this brush I use kind of for my blush mainly, kind of like a little bit of an angled blush. And this is a double-ended brush. Sometimes I'll use this for my highlight, but rather I would use this for my contour. I'll use this brush, kind of a fluffy kabuki, for my bronzer. Kind of go all the way around my face. And then I'll use this brush for my eyeshadow. So these 4 brushes, I am able to get all my makeup done. And yeah, it's really all I ever need. I know they're not matching, but I don't really spend a lot on brushes just because I know if you wash them, then they don't hurt my face. Kind of gonna do the same job no matter what kind of brushes I use. So these are all big favorites of mine. This is a pretty recent makeup product that I got, but been looking for something like this. This is a jumbo eye stick. It's pretty huge. But this is the color in vanilla ice cream. I've always loved NYX products, and in the next few moments you'll see a lot of NYX eye makeup. So this makeup, I'm trying to open it without making a lot of noise, is actually a eyeshadow, like an eyeshadow pencil, and it's glittery, as you can see. It's a really nice glitter. And what I like to do, just show you a little bit, I like to put this on my inner corners and just blend it out a tiny bit. So typically my first step when I do my eye makeup, to kind of bring out the eyes, and it helps me kind of balance how much eyeshadow I should put on as well. And I've been really loving that kind of trend where you bring out your inner corners and use one highlighting stick to highlight just the very small points of your face. So this has been really good. If you're looking for a highlighting stick, highly recommend checking out the NYX Jumbo Sticks. The next one is my bronzer, really more of a contour powder, but this is in the color Cool Grown from Halika, which is a Korean brand as well. It has 3 light shades, goes kind of from light, medium to dark. I like to swirl my shade and use the lightest shade for my nose contour. And I've noticed that a lot of Korean contours and just Korean contour bronzer shades are a little bit more in the gray than Western brands that focus a little bit more on the oranges. So I like contouring a little bit more than bronzing. Okay, so this is another fan favorite. This is the Etude House Curl Fix. I think the packaging has changed, but it used to be kind of a black-brown color. This is my favorite mascara that honestly I've repurchased so many times over the years. I think the first time I ever purchased this was on eBay when I was, I don't know, maybe 13 years old. Probably because I begged my dad to get me Korean makeup on eBay. So yeah, I've used this for so long. This is obviously a new purchase, but I love this. It is a great mascara for people who have very short lashes and doesn't smudge at all. So highly recommend the Etude House line. These are the 2 eyeliners I use. As I said, I love NYX eye makeup. I have the one color in brown. This is milk chocolate, kind of like a more light brown. And I have the color in black, just a simple pitch dark black. And I use these both. I will say when I'm looking for a little bit of a lighter day makeup, I use the brown color, but when I'm going for something, in the evening, I'll use a black eyeliner. And when I purchase one of these will last me for probably, I would say, anywhere to 4 to 5 to 6 months. So very good. Love these, and I've always repurchased these so many times because these are just that good. These are the glue and the eyelash curler that I use. I am using the Dear Dahlia eyelash curler. I am not super picky with eyelash curlers, other than the fact that if they fit my eyes, they do the job. I think my sister got this for me, but one thing is, I guess maybe I'm a little picky. I like eyelash curlers that are a little bit flatter because they fit my eye shape a little more. And yeah, that's really it. As long as it has a strong grip, my eyelashes will lift up. And for my glue, I only use the Duo Glue. This is the Duo Glue. It's the green one. I have used the waterproof one and the pink one as well. Both amazing. I have tried some other lash glues as well, but I feel like I'm going to be sticking with Duo for a while, just because I know even with tears or sweat or oil, it does not budge. So this has always been something that I bring around pretty much everywhere I go, especially for long events. I take this with me because I know I might need a touch up, but rarely I ever do. And I think I actually put my lips product away, but I do want to make a separate video of just lip products because I have a lot of them and I would love to just go in depth a little bit more about all the things I want to do. I am, hoping that I can make some more role plays as well. I've been having some issues with my camera, so I'm hoping that this can upload correctly when I do upload it. Otherwise, I might invest a little bit more on a different camera or get this fixed somewhat to continue. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful night.